Entered to the crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes Diggs. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Ross, complete. 3 yards the game there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Carlos Basham. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down. St. Gonzalez on the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And here comes Diggs. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Throwing is Allen on third. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
You thought you had it. You thought you had it.
Way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted them, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Palmer with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and
he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now here's Ross. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So after the INT, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Ross to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tanner Muse in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Checks this down to Hubbard. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to go. It's Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Bills! Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Pass on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And now here's Ross. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in the second half. Now Ross to return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Play action. It's Fields. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 4th down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Quick slant, caught by Moore. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
From the 38, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, Can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Handed inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Flushed out right. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Fields. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 31, Fields. Again, he finds more. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
It's a gain of 6.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. From the 50, here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Fields. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Flush to his right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. Flushed it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Bass is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
58, right over there, right there. 58, right there.
On play action, Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw is Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it's Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo,